once a vibrant society, an institution of knowledge and wisdom, but it was quickly plagued by darkness and ignorance, and soon sank into the depths of that ignorance to never come back out of it again. If it sounds familiar to you, and it sounds like it could apply to pretty much any institution right now in modern day politics, you are not far off the mark. But we are talking about the Tolkien Society, and the Tolkien Society hosting their summer seminar on the 3rd and 4th of July. It's the second seminar that they are having in 2021, and they called for papers on the topic of Tolkien and diversity back in, I think it was March or something like that, but they asked for them to be delivered before April ended. I don't remember the date, but I think that it was on the 23rd or the 24th or something like that. And the seminar, as I told you, is going to take place on July the 3rd and the 4th, which is a Saturday and a Sunday, online via Zoom. And for this, they have announced already on their page the papers that will be included in this seminar that will be held during the summer. And less than stellar titles to this madness that we have got right here. And we have here just for your pleasure, which I doubt you can really get, considering that this is quite horrible. We have Gondor in Transition, a brief introduction to transgender realities in the Lord of the Rings. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This sort of thing is serious stuff. The Problem of Pain, portraying a physical disability in the fantasy of J.R.R. Tolkien. Sorry, I said that I was not going to laugh. But yeah, it gets a little bit difficult to comply with that requirement. The Burnt Hand teaches most about fire, applying traumatic stress and ecological frameworks to narratives of displacement and resettlement across cultures in Tolkien's Middle-earth. The Invisible Other, Tolkien's dwarf women and the feminine lack, in quotes. Oh my goodness, you know, there was once a time when things like The Lord of the Rings were respected. Things like the OneRing.net was a respected fan site created for fans by fans, when the Tolkien Society was also a highly respected institution that further and boosted knowledge and also research. True research. Not this crap that we have here, intersectional feminism, racism. What sort of diversity is this? What sort of real study is this when it all looks from the titles of these things like they are trying to paint Tolkien under a bad light? It just looks like it. It's trying to paint Tolkien under the light of anti-diverse, racist, and misogynist, and any Easternphobe that you can think of. I think that they could apply it here. These are individuals that are really trying to cancel Tolkien. And I remember vividly when the guy running the Tolkien Society was going back and forth through the timeline on Twitter, responding to anyone that said, this is going to be disastrous, stop applying SJW politics into Tolkien, stop applying modern day visions and sensitivities into Tolkien, and so on and so forth. he was running his mouth saying, well, Tolkien is diverse, there are many perspectives to talk about Tolkien and to see Tolkien's work, blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to defend this thing and, like, trying to say, we're not going to cancel anyone, we're not going to apply any SJW nonsense. Like, trying to say something like that. And it doesn't really look like it. You know, just looking at the titles. I mean, look at this one here. Projecting Indian myths, culture, and history onto Tolkien's worlds. The Lusat, indigeneity, identity, and anti-racism. The problematic perimeters of Elrond half-elven and Ranal English Catholic. Pardoning Saruman, the queer in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Desire of the Ring, an Indian academic's adventures in her quest for the perilous realm. Queer atheists, agnostics, and animists. Oh my. Hidden visions, iconographies, and alterity in Soviet bloc illustrations for the Lord of the Rings. Jesus Christ, you know, I mean, do you really want to study Tolkien, or do you want to take things out of your freaking arse and pass them for Tolkien related work? Because those are two different things. Something mighty queer, destabilizing cis-hetero amatonormativity in the works of Tolkien. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know, even the name is ridiculous and difficult to pronounce. And what the fuck is cis-hetero amatonormativity? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, and destabilizing this cis-hetero amatonormativity in the works of Tolkien? So are you trying to debunk this thing? Why is there no paper that says Tolkien was diverse? Or a paper saying, you know, the title, the diversity of Tolkien's creatures? Wasn't that the intention of this fucking thing in the first place? Why do you have this thing? Who do you think you are right now, Tolkien Society? The president in perpetual, right, is the same person that these titles are trying to cancel, that are trying to debunk. This is outrageous, and it is a complete offense to the memory of J.R.R. Tolkien, who was not only a great author, but a great mind. And he was a kind soul and a decent human being. And doing this which you are doing right now, what you are attempting with this so-called seminar, you know, where you are boasting to have bright minds, you know, talking about brilliant topics. It just sounds like pandering and propaganda, going for let's abolish cis heteronormativity in Tolkien. What the hell is that? What the fuck are you trying to do here? It is completely disrespectful. And I believe that this not only doesn't sit well with fans, but with real Tolkien academics, it is not going to sit well. I can't believe that people are really into this sort of crap. I would really like to join the seminar as an attendee, and if it is possible, because I have never been to any of these things, of course, but if it were possible to make any questions, I would like to question these bastards and ask them where the fuck they got all of this nonsensical crap that no one, even in their slightest dreams, would believe about Tolkien, or even believe that they are real or serious studies. Of course, as usual, it is only my opinion, and I want to know yours, so let me know down below in the comments if you have any opinion about this and what your opinion is. Until next time, peace out.